Alright, Meow. I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Thursday. We are taking on Geo3 and Mono Bug. After that, it's Claire. We're gonna look for some legendaries that I might be able to use to bolster the team. Then 2 rival battles, Victory Road, getting to Elite 4. It's gonna be a doozy. Bug struggles against fire, Bug struggles against flying, Bug struggles against rock. If I want to do a Trick Room team, there's only 2 bugs I'd have access to set up Trick Room, which would be Robska and Orbeetle. Both of them are within the same evolution line, so I'd use Mega Orbeetle. And then I would have Robska with Eviolite, so it, doesn't die in like one hit. That being said, if I want to go all in on that, that's 2 of the same typing. Bug Psychic, weak to fire, weak to rock, weak to flying, weak to dark. And I don't know if it would be a diverse enough team with good enough Pokemon to warrant going Trick Room. So if we don't go Trick Room, it's probably just going to end up being bugs as fast as possible that don't have 4 times weakness as the common stuff. So like Ninjask is out, but we have like Volcarona, Sevian Centiskorch because Bug Ground, Ice Scales on Frostmoth. For this fight, we want a Defog because Psychic Terrain. So we can use priority moves, and expanding Dong won't hit for as much damage. There's a lot of rock. There's some flying via Celesteela. There's some fire via Mewtwo. So at the very least, we want to defog on the first turn and possibly even pivot out after that. Then we want at least 1 Darkmon to deal with what's his face. To deal with Mega Mewtwo, so probably like low kicks with First Impression, Sucker Punch, holding a Akka Berry because Flamethrower is gonna hurt more than Aura Sphere. And then I'm not sure what the last one will be. Maybe Scizor, well no, maybe Cleavor because Accelerock and Stone Axe. Let's start building the team. Luckily in this double battle, though double battles in my opinion like really suck, Lance isn't a bad teammate. He has Salamence, he has Primal Dialga, he opens with, what's its face? Brain? Dragapult, yeah. And since Dragapult has Clear Body, he won't be hit with Intimidate, which is important because if he gets hit with the Intimidate, Spirit Shackle doesn't kill the Tapu Lele, and it puts the team in a worse position, Let's start. Let's figure out what we need, who we have with us. Part of me wants to go Rabambi, but it's 4 times weak. Well, no, it's not 4 times weak. It's 2 times weak to a lot of things. So I don't think we bring that. Let's start putting everyone away that I know we're not going to use. And then we'll go from there. I hope everyone's been having a good Thursday. The weather's cooperating, that all your holiday shopping is done if possible. Work wasn't too bad. And if you're ill, that you're recovering. I'm mostly better. And that's a relief because needing a week of antibiotics out of the blue, big lame. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna grab... And the reason why we want to grab the low kicks instead of, say, Sevian Clawitzer, first impression and Sucker Punch are going to be super effective. That's another reason why we wanted to use the defog to get rid of Psychic Terrain, because Psychic Terrain blocks priority moves. Okay, so it's probably gonna be... Okay, so we got Jack, that's our Dark Bug. we're gonna probably go with Yanmega as the defogger, and then that leaves one slot open. Part of me wants to go Scorch because I have Flash Fire, so I can swap against the Mewtwo for free. But 4 times weak to Rock, 2 times weak to Ground, not ideal. So let me at least get rid of the Finizen since that was from Misty and I know we can't use it. I kinda wanna go Cleavor. Yeah, I think I'll go Cleavor. And if this doesn't end up working, we'll swap Cleavor out for someone else. Okay, store. And we can't go Sash because the Sandstorm from T-Tar will break it. Okay. We could go Heracross. Mega Heracross will have Skill Link. We could go normal Heracross and give it a like a Fire Berry or something. We could also go Slitherwing because multi-scale. Okay, let's see. So realistically, we want a defog on the first turn. We probably are gonna hold an Ice Berry because if we don't we're gonna get hit with Ice Punch. I can expect Mewtwo's probably gonna come in relatively early. Celesteela, Rock, Ice, Electric, all those things would be good. Fighting is 4 times good here, and we definitely want it to be physical because Assault Vest plus 50% special defense increase in Sand. Okay, physical fighting. Yeah, I think I am gonna go Slitherwing with multi-scale. Let's get this level. Let's get their levels where they need to be. I think the level cap is 80. I'm going to up the level cap after we beat Claire. Well, I'll update the text after we beat Claire because it's going to change again shortly, you know. No. Whirlwind has negative priority, so I'm not super excited about that. I don't think I bring Jack into Elite Four though, mainly because I remember doing, I think, Mono Bug in the past and having trouble with low kicks and or Sevian low kicks when I was doing Mono Dragon when I got to like Lance and Rival. So I'm not sure who's gonna fill that role when we actually get to Elite Four. Okay, so Sucker Punch, first impression. I'm probably keeping the U-turn. I don't think I keep Taunt. X kick is good, but the miss would not be ideal. I think because it's 90 accuracy, we're gonna gamble on us not missing with it. Even though I do say anything that isn't 100 accuracy is 90, is 50, you know? Because you either hit or you don't. Okay, so Aka Berry, because we're expecting the flamethrower from what's his face. We want to go Yachi Berry on. Probably can actually find it. There we go. Yachi on Yanmega. Make sure Yanmega has defog. Okay, we probably will get rid of Protect because defog's more important. Okay. Yanmega is very likely coming to E4 because of the speed boost. Okay. Yeah, we can make that work. We'll lead with that. Slitherwing. Let's see. I think we might go Booster Energy. just so we do more damage. We have multi-scale, so I take less damage at full HP. We have body press, we have first impression, we have flare blitz. I may have to fight Swampert Kid for Earthquake. It depends on how many mon I want to bring to Elite Four. Actually, no Earthquake, because Swampert Kid is not an easy fight, and if I don't need Earthquake, I'm not taking the fight, you know? That's pretty much the changes we expected. Let's see if we can make this work. Go team. Thankfully, Lance is a better partner. I've been in situations where it literally comes down to his Primal Dialga or the Salamence, and it carries. So Yanmega, Jack, Slitherwing, it doesn't really matter as long as we have Yanmega first for the defog. Okay, that's fine. We defog and we're gonna hit Scrafty. This will kill Tapu Lele, which is huge. Defog, terrain is gone. I'm expecting to get, okay. Ice Punch would have done a lot more, so I'm okay with it forcing the knockoff. In comes Celesteela. I don't love that. I think I wanna Air Slash the Scrafty. Oh, Dragon Darts. I'm actually surprised to see Celesteela in early. Maybe it's because, you know, it can dunk on me with one of its moves. It's done in Automanize. Well, Knuckle Sandwiches are no longer being served. Ever since we started Mono Bug, we've been bug bombing people, and we've been Bugger. I hardly knew her. HQ, I hope you're doing well. I hope you and your sister and your cats are thriving. And I hope you were nowhere near Tel Aviv, because I read about a school being hit by Houthi rebels. We are working on Giovanni 3. This is not what I wanted to see, the Celesteela specifically. But I'm not super worried about this fight. Yes, I like to check Ground News every day. It's a news aggregate site that is relatively transparent about sources and biases. Okay, I think I still outspeed the Celesteela, so we're just gonna go in on Scrafty and try to finish him off. Okay, not bad. It's, yeah, that is completely fair. I wholly understand that. Okay, so it's gone double Automanize, so it's +4 speed, but I'm still faster because that's like my 3rd speed boost. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're still alive. And yeah, exactly. I always forget that it's super late for you because you're in the future. Yeah, I would be super grumpy as well. I wholly get that. And I'm grateful that no one got that and they got to persist. Okay, so Mewtwo is coming in. I might still be faster than Celesteela. I think I'm gonna go Bug Buzz on the Mewtwo. Nice, that's super effective. As soon as Mewtwo dies, it comes back to life as Mega Mewtwo. This is probably Meteor Beam on Yanmega. Honestly, that's not bad. We made it waste a Meteor Beam, and we made it waste its Power Herb. That being said, I don't want to see a Beast Boost. Okay, this might kill. Yes, okay, so that's huge. How does what work? The Meteor Beam? Meteor Beam is a, why would it zombie? Elaborate, please. Okay. Oh, that's just its gimmick in this fight. So it dies, it comes back to life as a Mega form because Supercell wants the game to be difficult. Okay, so we're gonna come in with Jack. We're expecting Mewtwo to do a thing, so we're going to first impression the Mewtwo. This kills Mewtwo. Mewtwo will come back in. I hope it goes Flamethrower because I have a Fire Berry. We eat our Aqua Berry, that's huge. I don't die, provided T-Tar doesn't go in on me, which he doesn't. I think we can Sucker Punch and kill the Mewtwo. Huge. This is going well, all things considered. Yeah, don't worry about it, it's fine. Okay, so we still have Excadrill and T-Tar. This is huge because T-Tar is 4 times weak. I don't like seeing Primal Dialga go down, but at this point, it's only, I think, a Sashed Excadrill and a T-Tar that's almost dead. And I still have 2 Pokemon left. This is, okay, so there's 3. Gotcha. Okay, that's not bad. We take that. I don't outspeed, and I don't want to risk mixing with Axe Kick, so I'm gonna go Sucker Punch on the Excadrill. Okay, not terrible. Yeah, Jack's dead. That's okay though, because we still have Slitherwing. Slitherwing, we do have first impression, but it's not gonna actually end up hitting Excadrill first. Well, it's not gonna do enough damage. So we're gonna just hit him with a Flare Blitz or Aqua Tail. So that was an incredibly clean Giovanni. We love to see that. Now we're gonna take on Claire and her bad dragons. All right, blah, blah, blah. We'll update the text once we beat Claire, because that will change the level cap for the second to last time, and then we'll have 8 badges. Thank you. We save, because I don't want to do it again. Save again. We're gonna look at some Palace cats real quick. Speaking of cats, have you fed your cats? Did you make sure that you didn't defrost the pickle jar? 42 told us about what happened the other day, and that was unfortunate. This is Bull at Nasu Animal Kingdom. He's looking heckin' curious. He's very adorable. We love Bull. He's on his stump. He's a very patient, wise man. Yes, exactly. It's literally just blah, blah, blah. This is at least my 12th monotype, so I've long lost caring about the plot. Awesome. I am glad your cats are fed. Are any of the cats with you right now? Yes, the head tilt. It's so adorable. Truly. And that's Polly. She always finds time to be a little silly between committing war crimes. This was taken last week. She's got such a fluffy tail. The Palace cats are going to be getting quite floofy now that it is winter. Such a long tail. Yeah. Big fan. I don't like that Polly bullies Lev, but Polly and Bull are a wonderful couple. Okay, gotcha. Very nice. I love that for you. And then we also have Lev from yesterday. I think it was you who had said he looks like a bald man, but he still looks cute. All right, so Claire's kind of an issue because she leads with an Aerodactyl with Focus Sash. So I kind of have to go like Aqua Tail, holding a status move, and then Aqua Jet, and hope it doesn't swap out. I'm probably gonna go Focus Sash, Rabombi for Roaring Moon. No idea what we're doing for Dragonite yet. Probably a ground type for Magearna. Not sure yet for Gouging Fire. Not sure yet for Naganadel. Okay. Very nice. That is, you've mentioned before that your neighbor's cats will commingle. Hopefully they don't be causing problems with your cats. We have an ad break in about 10 seconds, so I will see you all shortly. I'll be prepping the team for Claire in the meanwhile. Really drama-free. I love that Schrodinger chose to not inflict more drama. Okay. All right, Meown, we're back. So we're gonna lead with Golisopod. It is 2 times weak to rock, so we hold a super effective rock berry to reduce that damage. We go Liquidation, big water move, 2 times effective. That'll probably bring it down to Sash. We have a status move because we want Aerodactyl to taunt us on the first turn. That way it doesn't try to set Stealth Rocks the first turn. Bug hazards in this do damage relative to typing. So Charizard, for example, being fire flying, it's 4 times weak to rock. If it came in on Stealth Rocks, it's going to be at like 50% HP. So we don't want rocks going up. And then we have a priority move, Aqua Jet. Arrow doesn't have any priority moves. So that's, unless the arrow swaps out after we do the liquidation, we're gonna kill Arrow without any rocks. Rabombi being Bug Fairy, it's gonna lose to Steel, and it's very squishy on the physical side, so we want to Focus Sash to not die. We're gonna be using Scorch because ground is good against Magearna. We're probably gonna go Mega Scorch. I'm not sure what I'm doing about a few of them on, like Naganadel, though. We may have to swap out Slitherwing. Okay. That's Aside from the protect, that's probably fine. Magirna's a special attacker, so it's not a huge deal to not have the lunge. Vikavolt with levitate means I don't have to worry about, what's it called? Ground. I'm probably gonna end up holding a, let's see. Honestly, I probably hold an Akaberry because fire is gonna be 2 times effective. And we're gonna go Thunderclap, which is basically Sucker Punch, but electric and special. And that's gonna make up for the fact that Vikavolt is incredibly slow. How do I have S's across the board? What do you mean? No. Okay. Oh, minimum grind mode. It maxes out all Pokemon IVs at 31, and it removes EVs. Minimum grind mode is a lot better because it means less of a grind. And another reason why it's super important, I'll zoom in and I'll give you a really good example. So, as you can see, if you're not playing in minimum grind mode, if I want to outspeed Aerodactyl, I need to have a Mon with over 316 speed, because speed is very important, and almost every single Pokemon is going to have 252 EVs in speed. And if you have the same speed as an opponent, it's a speed tie, and they're probably going first. So it cuts down on the repetitiveness, it cuts down on the grind, and it means you don't have to worry about everyone being EV trained. The first few times I played this, I didn't know about minimum grind mode, and I did do the EV training, and it was just a slog. So I'm grateful that I don't have to deal with that. Now all I have to do is worry about the base speed stat, and the few cases where a Pokemon has like booster energy and it's boosting the stat even though that stat's not supposed to be boosted because yes they do, but they have no EVs, so it's not that bad. Okay, and then the only exception to this is the Aeolin Marowak, who I believe has like max EVs and HP and max EVs and something else, but that's the only fight in the game in minimum grind mode where a Pokemon still has EVs. Okay. So we have Thunderclap, we have the Bug Buzz. Thunderclap is realistically the only move I'm gonna be able to use because every other Pokemon outspeeds me. I guess I could throw on Sticky Web to help speed control, but I'm not expecting that I'll actually ever be able to get it off, you know? So I think that's fine. I am going to PP up the Thunderclap, so it only has 5 PP at base. We can't bring Vikavolt to Elite 4 because I used it in Mono Electric. So I'm using it in fights prior to. There we go. Okay, good. So then next we wanted to configure Moth. Flame Body isn't bad. I do need to get rid of Takedown. I don't think I'm actually setting weather, so I'm probably not gonna bother with Morning Sun or whatever, you know. And while I would like Fiery Dance, we have Quiver Dance. Yeah, much appreciate you stopping by HQ, and thank you for the lurk. I hope you have a good rest of your evening and you sleep well. Okay, so let's see what else oh, I could do hidden power. Yeah, I think we are gonna get rid of Slitherwing. We need to sash Rabombi. We know that much because it's not gonna survive a hit from Roaring Moon. Okay. Shield Dust is fine. Moonblast. I'm gonna keep Energy Ball, I'm gonna keep Hidden Power, I'm gonna keep Bug Buzz. I don't think I ever actually get the Quiver Dance. Let me double check Roaring Moon speed. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get greedy and try to Quiver Dance. Okay. Vigavolt's fine. Suniscorch is realistically fine. Golisopod is realistically fine. So it comes down to Slitherwing probably going out. I still need something for Naganadel. Okay. I could go Araquanid because Water Bubble is going to reduce the damage of Flamethrower, but I still have to eat a Draco Meteor then. Okay. What else do we have that could be interesting? Naganadel is also super fast. Part of me just wants to go Araquanid because I can go Water Bubble and then I can go Citrus Berry or even Assault Vest since the Pokemon is Whatnot. But then the only issue there is I don't have a super effective move against it. So I either have to go Dragon, a Dragon move, or a ground move. Okay. Okay, so I could go Sevian Low Kicks. I could grab a Dragon Berry, so that's Haven. I'm neutral to poison, I'm neutral to fire. Problem is I have to get a clean swap and then hit it with like a Scale Shot. Problem is Scale Shot is 2 to 5 times. And if I low roll, it's not going to be enough damage. So then that probably means I need to go Dragon Claw, since all the other dragon moves are special. Okay. I think we'll try that, and we'll see if we can make it work. Alright. Okay, so low kicks. We don't need not very effective, but swarm's not really gonna matter because we're not gonna be using a bug move. We're not really, at least. So let's see. I think I will grab Dragon Dance, but we're probably not gonna be able to pull the move off. We will grab, I think we did grab Dragon Claw. That's near the raid den in the sun route. Yeah, we did grab it. So that's gonna be our answer to Naganernal. I am gonna hold on to first impression, but I'm probably not gonna end up using it. Naganernal is a special attacker, so lunge doesn't matter. We're gonna hold a Habenberry because dragon loses a dragon. We don't care about speed because we know we're gonna be outsped from the jump. And then instead of double kick, let's see if we have like a filler move we could grab. I think I'll grab protect just in case we can waste like a Draco Meteor or something. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe you can learn a ground move, that would be funny. No. Okay. I mean, it's probably not gonna go off, but having a pivot is always nice. As much as I want to use Moth 2, let's see. So Gallicipod is for roaring. Gallicipod is for Aerodactyl. Hold on. Okay, Gallicipod's for Aerodactyl. Rabombi is for Roaring Moon. Low Kicks is for Naganernal. Someone, probably the Ground Mon is for Magearna. So I need someone for Dragonite, probably Vikavolt. Oh, the dual wing beat though is gonna be an issue as well. Okay. And then Gouging Fire still. So, okay. I really don't want to bring Frostmoth because it's going to be outsped and it's going to lose 4 times to fire, 2 times to dual wing beat. So maybe we go Cleavor instead of Vikavolt. Let's take a gander. No, it's neutral to flying. Okay. Yeah, I think we will do that. It is neutral to flying. So that's actually not too bad then. Okay. We have an ad in about 30 seconds. So that leaves 1 Pokemon I still need for Gouging Fire. Okay. I think I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work because that Dragon Claw is still gonna hit really hard, you know? Okay. We will be back shortly. I'm gonna continue working on the team for Claire. All right, Meow, and we're back. Okay, so I think I think I have it figured out. We're going to try to take on Claire and see how it goes. Thankfully, Claire's really nice, and she only has herself and not a bunch of lackeys before her for the fight. VOD friends, lurkers, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. We looked at a few Palace Cats earlier. After the Claire fight, we'll look at even more of them because they're very beautiful. Truly some of God's finest creatures. All right, Galissapod, don't fail me now. Provided the Stone Edge doesn't take me below half, emergency exit won't proc. That's why we have the Charty Berry. All right, so right off the jump, oh no, it does have Unnerve, so we need it to miss instead. That's actually even worse. So Taunt, that's fine. Liquidation brings it to Sash. Aqua Jet kills. No Stealth Rocks. You'll love to see it. Galissapod has done its job. So Dragonite comes in. This is probably Dragon Dance. It could also go dual Wing Beat. Really? That's actually kind of surprising. I'm expecting it to Dragon Dance. So I'm just gonna go Liquidation. Because I wouldn't have outsped that. So we did break multi-scale, and we got our defense drop. That's kind of a big deal. I think it wants to probably Dragon Dance again. So I'm gonna go into Vikavolt. No, it goes dual Wing Beat. Okay. Problem is, I think that brings me into E-Speed range. But we did get the Thunderclap off, so that's not bad. I can have someone come in and kill Dragonite, I think. Which can actually probably be this. Nice, okay. So I don't love that Vikavolt is down, but the Mon that I brought Vikavolt in for is down, and I still have Galissapod. So now we have Roaring Mid. It probably wants to... I'm gonna resist the crunch. Iron Head might be an issue. Let me double check. Okay. So no, it's gonna be crunch. It's gonna be D-Dance into crunch probably. Having a bug move would actually be huge here because Dark loses the bug. However, I needed all these moves. So I think we go... Liquidation and hope for a defense drop. Double D-Dance, kind of terrifying. I don't think I live double D-Dance. So I'm gonna go Aqua Jet. Really? Oh, that is terrifying. Okay. I have Sash, so we live this. Or it withdraws, goes into Magearna. Okay. So this is probably gonna be Fleur Cannon, which is a steel move. It could also go for Automatize or Shift Gear, the one that makes it a lot faster. We go into Centiskorch. Okay, yep, Shift Gear. We're gonna go Mega into Earthquake and hope that kills. Okay, Fleur Cannon. Nice, that's fine. I think this one hits. It does, that's huge. Okay, good. So Magearna is down. Gouging Fire. I think my Mega's faster. Let me double check. Okay. Gouging Fire is base 91. And Mega Scorch is 120. We're faster. Okay. So we Earthquake and we hope this kills. It does not. I think I'm still faster. It may be faster now. It is faster, but we made it do a Flare Blitz, which is actually kind of a big deal. So now we're gonna come in with Cleavor and we're gonna Accelerock. This kills, we're Life Orbed. Huh, 228, nice. Naganernal. This is probably the Draco move. It could also be Fire. So I'm gonna... I mean, I take 1 time from Fire, so I'm gonna bank on it being the Dragon move. Okay. Yes, that's huge. Granted, none of this is like really good, so we're gonna Hidden Power. We still have Sash, so we're gonna Hidden Power twice. That's not terrible. Oh boy. The AI, what are you doing? It could easily kill me with Sludge Wave, you know? Okay, Flamethrower. Provided that this doesn't burn, we live. Okay, huge. And I believe we do outspeed the Roaring Moon. Yes, we do. Okay. We do not. Roaring Moon is base 119 and we're base 124. So somehow we still got outsped, but it's not the biggest deal in the world because we have low kicks with a Habenberry. First Impression's a priority move. Clear down first try as Bug. Love to see it. But yeah, that example of being outsped by the Roaring Moon is bullshit. And I say it's bullshit because as you see in the docs, Roaring Moon only has 119 speed. We're in minimum grind mode, so it's only 119 base speed. Rabambi has the higher base speed, yet it was still outsped. So if this was a Nuzlocke, I would be flipping tables. Level cap is 82 and we have 8 badges. Yeah, as you can see, I'm faster. So I don't know what shenanigans happened in order for Roaring Moon to be faster, but it was. All right, so not bad. Let me edit this. So I'm just gonna put the level cap at 85 because once we beat 2 rival battles, it is 85. And we have 8 badges. Hell yes. Monobug is going well. Love to see it. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I'm glad that we got through it. So now we wanna Eel. We wanna save. We wanna trigger the roaming Pokemon. I'm gonna double check the roaming legendaries. I don't think there's any bug roaming legendaries. Okay. We can get Genesect from a raid den, but Genesect is bug steal, so right off the jump it's 4 times weak to fire. And the item, the tech drives that determine the typing of Technoblast are not in the game. So I'm probably gonna end up grabbing Bug Silvally. I just have to remember where we can find type null. So let's take a gander at this and see what we have. Okay. Okay. We can find a type null. It's a 2% encounter. We'll basically dex nav for it. So yeah, we are getting Silvally, and in theory we could get Buzzwole because it's a possible 5-star encounter. The 6-star raid dens are only after you beat the Elite Four. So Buzzwole, Genesect, and Silvally are the only ones I can realistically get. Okay. Which, I mean, that's fine. I just want to make sure I'm not missing something before I commit to these. Okay. That being said, the higher star raid dens are very difficult because the moves that the monsters have can legit like one-hit you. And because it's either 10 turns or 4 fainted Pokemon, it turns out it doesn't take long for you to lose that. In fact, there's been several Pokemon I wanted to use in prior monotypes, and I just didn't have a team that could do it within 10 turns or 4 dead Pokemon. So we're gonna save. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab Silvally, aka Type Null. There are no bug roaming legendaries, so it's just going to be the Silvally and the 2 raid dens. Also, this is another one of the songs that make me irrationally angry, so we are going to skip it. Thank you. Alright, so type null. And then we make it a bug Pokemon because that's the only way we can use it. In order to turn it into Silvally, you have to get it to max happiness and then evolve it. We'll also go to Cinnabon because that's the place you have to go in order to actually make it a thing. Okay. Another thing that I don't love about Silvally is the fact that it's another one of those legendaries that it has 100 in all stats, which well-rounded is good and all, but when you have like mythicals and legendaries that are like 200 in the stat that's relevant and like 10 in the one that no one cares about, as someone who likes to min-max, seeing a mon with 100 in all the stats, it's like, it's fucking garbage. Who the hell's designing this piece of crap Pokemon? And I feel the same way about Jirachi, Victini, and Celebi. I get that they're well-rounded and you can use them for whatever, but it's like, bruh, you know? Okay, so rant about poor stat distribution Pokemon over. We want Pomeg for friendship. Okay, very good. We want to see if there's any moves we can learn before we evolve it. I guess I'll throw on Pursuit. over double hit. We have an ad in about 10 seconds, so I will see you all shortly. Grab some water, grab a snack, do some stretching, stay limber. It's important to exercise. All right, Meown, we're back. We're gonna try to get a Buzzwole, and if we don't get it, or I do get it and it just doesn't do what I need it to, we'll have to rely on the Genesect then. So yep, there's Buzzwole. All right. Think we want to bring in probably a fire type. Let's store Golisopod. Let's store Lokix. We'll keep Rabombi. I'm gonna keep Vigavolt. I'm gonna keep Centiskorch. Gonna move Silvally. Gonna bring in Ninjask because dual wing beat and very fast. Gonna bring in Shedinja just in case it has a move that I can't be hit by. And then let's bring in my Sharona, aka Volcarona. We are going to choice band Ninjask with the dual wing beat, so we actually do a reasonable amount of damage. Since Ninjask has 160 speed, but only like 60 base attack. Put Ninjask in front. We're gonna save. No idea if this fight is even doable. Okay, so bug fighting. I think we'll try this one. Okay, so Ninjask, Moth, and Rabambi. Alright, so Buzzwole is gonna be a thick boy. He's massive, which is to be expected. I'm going to go Max Airstream, buff our speed. Not bad, but the issue is this thing's gonna get like the barriers going, and all the mon are basically just gonna get one hit, and you don't love to see it, you know. Aquatail, okay, that chips away one of them. Oh, I hate that. Max Flutterbee. On the upside, I'm not using, oh yeah, Bug does resist Fairy. Okay, so we're gonna go, nope, it was Bug. Okay, I saw the Flutter and I'm like thinking, oh yeah, Flutter Mane, that's a Fairy. So let's do, Max Airstream again. Nice. Aquatail, this will expose the barrier. Ooh, that's huge. Okay. We're getting there. Boy, that did nothing. So this is like, I think, the 4th turn. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I was hoping that dual wing beat would chip one health bar, then the second dual wing beat would chip the other one. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay. Interesting. This is feeling like we're reaching 10 turns. We got it. Hell yeah. Love to see it. Buzzwole? More like Buzz Swole. Alright. Most of the time that there's been an Ultra Beast in a run, I've not been able to get it because a lot of them are 6 stars, which means you have to beat the Elite Four in order to use them. And since runs end at, you know, beating the Elite Four, it's on to the next type, right? So let's take a gander at Buzzwole and see what we're doing about that. Let's also save so I don't have to do that again. All right. Buzzwole. We're also gonna look at some more Palace Cats after I see what we're doing with Buzzwole. So Buzzwole has horrible speed. Here's hoping he has like one priority move. Slow Pokemon are fine with a Trick Room setup. Slow Pokemon are fine if they have a priority move. If Buzzwole doesn't have a priority move, I'm probably not using him, which is a shame because it's an Ultra Beast and it would be neat to use. Yeah, no priority move, so we don't use Buzzwole. Let's look at Genesect. It's Genesect, okay. Genesect, once again, Buzzwole, the drives for the Technoblast are not in the game. Please tell me you have a priority move at least. Okay, E-Speed. So we may end up using Genesect. Despite, yeah, and it's a mixed attacker, okay. So, probably Simple Beam, E-Speed, and then 2 other moves. Ooh, it gets Shift Gear. That's actually kind of a big deal. Yeah, I think we end up using Genesect. That being said, Genesec's Raid Den is at the end of Victory Road, so we're not gonna have that for a while. And we do have the Savali. So awesome. Now we need to start doing rival battles. There's 2 rival battles. You have to fight your actual rival. Then you have to fight Brendan because he has an action replay team and he's a POS. So we started with, I know what we started with. We started with Squirtle because we wanted rival it at Venusaur. Okay, so we're gonna be having this team. We're gonna lead with, I want to double check something. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we lead with Vikavolt, and we're gonna Life Orb Thunderclap, and that's probably gonna kill the Staraptor. Dig out. Thank you. Save. So, chat, how are you doing today? Has it been a good Thursday for you? Have you done your adulting? Getting your shopping done? I saw the winter Steam sale went live today, but I bought most of the stuff I needed on the fall sale / the other day, so I probably won't have to buy anything. Whoever I use against Venusaur, we're gonna want safety goggles because I don't feel like being put to sleep by a sleep powder. This right here is when it triggers, so we want to save. We want to eel people. We lead with Vikavolt. We don't go Akka, we go... Actually, we go Magnet. That way we're not losing health and we're not getting locked into a move with, like, the choice item, you know? So then we need someone for King Gambit. I honestly think I go Centiskorch. Sevian Centiskorch. Darmanitan. Okay. I think I go well, no. If I go Araquanid, I'm not gonna be able to get the swap. Oh, this is upsetty spaghetti. I mean, it's possible that Araquanid with Aqua Jet does enough damage. We can definitely take Shit Ninja out for this fight because everyone has something that would hurt it. We keep the Rabambi. I think I may keep the Ninjask. I don't think I keep the Volcarona because Venusaur is thick fat. I'm gonna bring in Cleavor. Cleavor for the Darmanitan Accelerock will probably kill it. Between Life Orb and Technician. And the fact that it's Stab. Okay? So then that leaves... I could dual wing beat Sneasler. I could dual wing beat Venusaur. We need a safety goggles, the Ninjask. Okay. We have Sash on Rabambi, that's actually fine. Cleavor with the Life Orb, that's fine. Let's give him one more rare candy to get him at cap. Let me read this. Hawaii Partafan, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. This is Radical Red Mono Bug. We are prepping for the first of 2 rival battles. I've done Mono Bug in the past, but I did it off stream because I wanted to help someone who's going through the monotypes. I won't be able to use Shed Ninja in Elite Four, and I won't be able to use Vikavolt in Elite Four because I use both of them in Mono Ghost and Mono Electric respectively. So now we need one more Pokemon. Ideally for Iron Bundle, it isn't sashed. If Vikavolt's not dead, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How about you? What are you up to today, Hawaii Partafan? So, okay. What do we think about Iron Bundle? Honestly, we could go Slitherwing. Chilling, we love that. Chilling is always a good time. It's a real hoot and a holler, you know? Honestly, I'd probably go Slitherwing, First Impression, and or Flare Blitz. It is still ice. I think it might also get Wild Charge. Let's see. It does not. I was thinking of something else then, I think. Okay. I think we go close combat because it's still ice, you know, so it's going to be taking 2 times damage. And it still has multi-scale, so at full HP it's going to take less, which we love. Okay, save. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay, so we Thunderclap. It's basically Sucker Punch, but special attack. This is gonna kill. Huge. Love to see it. Venusaur, this is gonna probably be Sleep Powder. It can't hit me with Earth Power because I have Levitate. We go into Ninjask. Awesome, love to see it. Sonic Slash is gonna do more damage, and we're not trying to break Sash, so I'm not super concerned about dual Wing Beat. Not bad. This might kill though. It does not. Huge. We're gonna go Sonic Slash again. It's gonna withdraw, it goes into King Gambit. King Gambit gets a +1 because of Supreme Overlord. Yeah, it's a very large, very bulky Pokemon. King Gambit is scary because Sucker Punch knock off Iron Head. We have an ad break in about 30 seconds, so do some stretching, grab some water, grab a bite to eat. We want to go into Sevian Centiskorch. That's Ground Bug. It can't be knocked off. It failed the Sucker Punch. We want a Mega. We want to go into Earthquake, and this might kill. Okay. It did. Huge. We will see you shortly. Ad is about to proc. Alright, Meow, and we're back. I did say we'd look at Palace Cats earlier, so this is Ever the Classic from BBC Frozen Planet 2. The Palace Cat is a wild cat predominantly in Asia. They are threatened, less than 57,000 of them in the world. High infant mortality rate due to over competition for food from predators, humans encroaching on territory, low population density of other Palace Cats. They have a weak immune system, which is a big sad. They have rounded pupils, rounded ears. They will put their paws on their tail to stay warm. They are also known as the Manul.
A Palace's cat. He has the densest fur of any cat in the world.
And they're adorable.
Nonetheless, to keep warm, he must catch up to 5 rodents a day.
They're ambush predators, low and slow to creep up on their prey.
And gerbils. Relative to body size, Palace's cats have one of the shortest legs of any cat.
There's not a lot of cover on the step, so looking like a rock or a boulder or a lump of snow, very useful for them. So angry. I'd be mad too.
Never mind, there are plenty more. He just needs to stay focused.
Ah, what a little guy. So silly.
Unfortunately, the longer he's out in the snow, the colder his paws become. And he has only one way to get the blood circulating again.
Oh no! He gave away his position.
That could be one shot too many.
Crap.
Only 1 hunt in 3 by a Palace's cat is successful. No wonder he has the reputation of being the grumpiest cat in the world.
Yeah, I'd be mad too. Poor thing. But yeah, love the Palace Cat. They're truly some of God's finest creatures. Alright, so in comes Iron Bundle. I think I'm no longer faster. I'm gonna find out. We weren't faster, but we avoided the hydro pump. So I'm gonna expect it to go hydro pump again. We're gonna go Vikavolt. Flip turn, okay. That's not a big deal. This is not great though. We can definitely Thunderclap, and this actually might be enough because Darman is a glass cannon, and it's my only priority move. So it wasn't enough, but it's almost dead. So I can come in with Slitherwing, I can give it a first impression, and honestly, this is gonna kill because it has no HP. So awesome. Now this is probably gonna go Fire Punch. but we can go bad tantrum and break sash. It did a U-turn. Okay, that's fine. This is gonna be sleeping powder most likely. We're gonna go ninjask. We're gonna go sonic slash. We kill. This is probably, we do outspeed. I'm gonna go sonic slash again. In retrospect, I wish I went dual wing beat, so that was an oopsie doopsies on my part, but we can come in with Accelerock and kill. Rival United is down. Go Luigi. That is absolutely a reference to what's going on in America regarding the United CEO killing. So we have one more rival battle in the way, and then nothing is stopping us from Victory Road. Brendan called 1-800 Action Replay to get a really good team. He has Deoxys, he has Landorus, he has a Focus Sash, I think it's either Focus Sash or White Herb Huntail with Shell Smash, a Choice Scarf Jirachi, a Galarian Zapdos, and a Mega Sceptile. So I am not looking forward to that fight. Mainly because of the Choice Scarf Jirachi and the Mega Sceptile having base 145 speed. I'm probably going to try to use Ninjask for that and hope dual wing beat does enough damage to kill. It doesn't have sleep powder, so we can go back to using a choice item. Excuse me. We can also use Rabombi for that. We wouldn't go Focus Sash though, because it has Technician Bullet Seed. So I'd probably go Citrus Berry for generic healing. I'm honestly gonna lead with Vikavolt again. Double Thunderclap will probably kill. Cleavor is a good option for some of the flyers. I'm not sure how I'm dealing with. I mean, maybe I am. Let's see what Landorus has. Landorus has Rock Slide, Earth Power. It is gonna outspeed, so I think I go. Oh, I'm not sure on that one. Actually, now that I think about it, I know exactly what we can do. I can go Golisopod, and we can go Liquidation into Aqua Jet, and we'll probably live. Let's get everyone's levels up to at least 82, because that's the current cap. Oh yeah, I forgot that now that I did that, I need to put the screen back to where it needs to be. There we go. Very good. Okay, so let's see if we can make this work. This fight is the only time Brendan's a hard fight. You get to fight with him once and he has an absolute garbage team. And between the RNG of Focus Punch on at least two of his Focus Blast on two of his Mons, that 70% accuracy is big cringe. So ideally, double Thunderclap kills. Brings it to Sash. We die to E-Speed, feels bad. So I'm gonna go into Cleavor, Accelerock and kill. In comes Landorus. I'm honestly gonna go Accelerock. It's still 2 times weak, you know? So Landorus down, we love to see it. This, I know I don't outspeed, and it's probably gonna go random move, but I'm kind of expecting Iron Head. Yep, Iron Head. 3 flinches in a row. You hate to see it. Okay, Huntail. We want to go into Rabombi. That's a problem. All right, this is a reset. And that's fine. Yeah, Brendan is big cringe. All right, round 2. That was obviously pretending for content. Thunderclap. Okay, that's better. That's not better. Golisopod. Aqua Jet swaps into Huntail. It wants to Shell Smash. Nice. That's huge. Okay. Jirachi, this is probably Iron Head. And we're really hoping we don't get flinched to death, you know? Okay. Clean swap, we go into Earthquake. That's 1 flinch. That's 2 flinches. That's 3 flinches. We're gonna go into Sucker Punch. We're gonna go into Liquidation. We're gonna go into Moonblast. We're gonna go into Moonblast. This is gonna 100% be Iron Head. Okay. I screwed myself with Choice Band. I'm locked into First Impression and it can only be used once. So, honestly, that was a lot better, but I can't use Choice Band. Okay, so we're gonna go Life Orb instead. Okay. And we can also Sash someone. I did not realize Sash was on no one. So that's another change that we can make for this fight. Okay. And then I'm gonna Sash. No, I can't Sash Golisopod because it leaves at half HP. So actually we will keep Sash on no one. Let's see if this makes the change. This is the change we need. The fact that I've gotten flinch 6 times in a row with Centiskorch against Iron Head is big cringe. So we Thunderclap, we swap into Cleavor, we Accelerock, in comes Landorus. I'm gonna go into Golisopod. We want to Aqua Jet. Not ideal. Accelerock for the kill. Jirachi. We just die, which is, I suppose, reasonable. First Impression would be really nice here, but we'll take that. Okay, not ideal. Nice. And that's why we didn't go Sash for that one, because Bullet Seed Technician plus Swords Dance. I'm pretty sure we're outsped here because it's Choice Scarf. I may have to actually let Rabambi die. I do. But it's locked into Zen Headbutt, which technically can also flinch. Thunderclap, this will kill the Jirachi, that's huge. Thunderclap the Zapdos. I'm below half HP, so it's random move. I'm gonna go Thunderclap. And that's huge. Brendan down, suck a dick, you POS in your 1-800 action replay bullshit team. I'm not mad, he's mad. So yeah, level caps at 85. Now we start the long, arduous process that is making it through Victory Road. because like everything else in Radical Red, Supercell made the fights in Victory Road a lot harder, and they're in places where there's like 5 or 6 of them in the docks that you cannot skip. We can't use Aegis Slash. I'm also getting wild encounters because we're not all at level cap. So we have an ad in 10 seconds. I'm gonna get my lead Mon 85 and then we'll be back shortly. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Glad to have you all here. Okay. All right, Meow, and we're back. All right, let's make our way through Victory Road. The trainer battles are harder, but it's doable. I've beaten Monobug before, so I know for a fact it's doable. But Monobug was definitely difficult because Bug loses to flying, Bug loses to rock, Bug loses to fire. It's not a great matchup. This is Poltergeist, useful ghost attack. Once again, any trainer that's gonna be one of these ace trainers, you cannot skip them. So let's see how we're beating this. I might just lead with Vigavolt because I'm pretty sure this is the Mousehold team and I can get a Thunderclap off. Okay, that's hilarious. Lived at 5. Galvantula, I think it has Volt Absorb. So even if I wanted to, it wouldn't matter. So I'm gonna go into, I mean, it's gonna be a random move because I'm below half. Let's bank on it picking Thunder and having it whiff. That would be ideal. I mean, that's not like the worst thing. I'm gonna go Rock Slide in case it swaps into Shed Ninja. Because Shed Ninja can only be hurt by things that would be super effective. Holds on with Sash, that's not a surprise. Okay, Veluza, this is probably Water Aqua Jet. So, I mean, it's random move, but the thing that would kill me would be either Aqua Jet or Psycho Cutter. Or Aqua Cutter. So let's go Let's go Galissapod. Aqua Jet. I think it wants to fillet away, so I'm not gonna try the Sucker Punch. We'll do the Sucker Punch when it's our turn to go again, though. It could actually double fillet away here. I don't think it will, though. Okay, nice. Veluza down. This is Mega Absol. Let me pull up the docs. I mean, none of those would be super effective, so it's probably Play Rough or Psycho Cut. All right, let's see. Also, Absol's a bit of a glass cannon. Really? Night Slash, interesting. I guess it's because stab plus sharpness. I think this is enough. Yeah, okay, good. Shedinja, it does have Focus Sash. Willow. Okay. Yeah, it's dead, that's fine. So, very good. You'll love to see it. This one is the Cyclozar, which is Shed Tail, Regenerator. Very annoying. It's also extremely fast. It wants to Shed Tail right out the gate, so we aren't going to be leading with Vikavolt. I should be faster, but I was outsped by a slower Pokemon, aka the Roaring Mid, so we're going to see what happens. Yeah, outsped, despite having a higher base speed. Game! Shakes fist angrily, you know. Okay, so this is probably nothing I want to see. Nice. Okay. It's gonna probably go for the dragon move. Oh, it did a D-Dance. Unpleasant. It's okay though, because we have Galissapod and we're gonna go for Liquidation. And then we're gonna Aqua Jet and hope it's enough. It was not enough. Unfortunate. But I know we outspeed here, so we can just go... Call me a liar. Feels bad. Okay. Let's go Vigavolt again. Let's go Bug Buzz. Let's go Thunderclap. Thunderclap them cheeks. This is Mega Kingler. Because I'm below half, it very likely goes random move. Normally it would Swords Dance. It's going to be Steel Water, and it's gonna hit really hard, which is why we went Thunderclap. Thunderclap is very good. I think it's Vigavolt's signature move. And since I can't use Vigavolt in this for Elite Four, boy, let me tell you, it's gonna be a difficult Elite Four, to put it mildly. But that also means more content, so go team. We grab high horsepower. We don't care because we can't use it. This is another mandatory one. We want to lead with safety goggles because it's 100% gonna try to put me to sleep. Save. Big damage. Love to see it. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense. If I didn't go the one, it would have gone for the other, you know? So it was very much every which way but lose. Moonblast, very powerful. Love to see it. Energy Ball, it might not kill because it's not stab. It will kill. Good enough. Love to see it. This is probably... Double Edge Aerialite. I think I'm faster. I am not faster. It's okay though, because we have Thunderclap. Me and Xiao, this is very likely Fake Out. We go into Cleavor. I'm just gonna get the chip damage in. Chip damage again. Vikavolt, Thunderclap. Thunderclap. It's very powerful. Okay. Let's move. Don't care. I still don't care. Can't use it anyways. So I think I'll put my lead Pokemon at 85 so I don't have to keep getting wild encounters that I can't do anything with. Okay, very good. This was Overheat, I think. The next one coming up is a Sleep team, so we're once again gonna lead with Ninjask. I think it's Sash, so we're just gonna go Dual Wing Beat and play it safe. Ouch. Major ouch. Okay. Who had first impression? You did, and you're dead. I think I am faster. Nice. We are gonna get put to sleep because this doesn't kill. That's okay though, because none of them have sleep claws. So only one Pokemon can be put to sleep at a time. This is probably Sludge Bomb. I mean, it could also be that, but... Okay. It has dry skin, I think. Okay, love to see it. This is probably Fake Out. Yeah, but we can Thunderclap. We can Thunderclap again. We can Air Slash and die. We can Cleavor with U-turn into Golisopod. Back into Cleavor for another U-turn. We go into Centiskorch and hope we wake up sometime soon. We do. We do go back to sleep. We kill. Love to see it. We have to dig out because our Pokeball is empty. I don't think that counts as refilling it. No, it does. Okay, awesome. So we do not have to redo that puzzle. Next, we're on to... Trying to remember which one this is upcoming. The Jaw Lock. That's gonna be a Focus Sashed for Alligator. Then there's a Stall team after that. So we want to save, and I think we can make this work. All right, so Thunderclap. Oh, cause D-Dance. Oh my, oh, it's just gonna continue. Okay, that's fine though. We made it work. This kills. I'm just gonna keep going because I'm at 1 HP. I realistically can't come in. We're gonna go Cleavor with Accelerock. We're gonna go Close Combat and just be dead. Rabombi with Moonblast. Empoleon. We're gonna start on the Hidden Power Ground because it's gonna spam Calm Mind and then just one hit whatever comes in. But we're continuing to lower it. I think we will be faster. Yes, so that's fine. Centiskorch is extremely powerful. Here comes the Stall team. It's basically Wish, Protect, Toxic. It's shenanigans. I think I'm gonna make it easier by opening with Cleavor and trying to get Stone Axe for rocks, because they love to swap out. Okay, that's fine. Yep, I don't care that much. Nice. Neither of these are ideal. It's my hardest hitting move right now. Okay, nice. Nice. Huge, very powerful. The Wish protects stall, very cringe. Yeah, it's very annoying. Okay, at least it's taunted. That's gonna kill me if I come in. Okay, nice. This is probably Earthquake. This is gonna really hurt. Okay. So that, we made it work, but it was not clean in the slightest. The next one is just a Nitto King and a Nitto Queen without any, what's it called? They're a joke fight, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna Stone Axe, I'm gonna Hidden Power. It doesn't really matter. Let's go Ninjask, let's go Stone Axe on Nitto, let's go Sonic Slash on Nitto, or not, feels bad. Let's go not Bug Rose. Air Slash on Nitto, let's go Earthquake, and not care. All right, done. So now the only fight ahead of us is a gimmick fight of a level 250 Gigalith and 5 Focus Sash Ninja. It's very silly, but it's also, if you're not paying attention, you can wipe to it. I saw someone lose their Nuzlocke because they weren't focusing on it, and they made the fight not work in the sense that the weather eventually went away and the Gigalith wasn't able to blow up, which meant the Shedinja could never die. Eel. Now we're gonna go back and get heavy duty boots. We need that, so if spikes go up, we can bring our bug in and not lose like half their health, you know? Oh, it's okay though, because these fights don't matter. Thank you. If it's not in the docks, it's a fight that is like a non-threat. This is heavy duty boots. Ads about the proc. I will see you all shortly. Thank you for sticking around, especially those who chat actively. And that's not to say I do not appreciate those who lurk, because without lurkers and people who show up just to drop the, hey, here's a lurk, hope you're doing well, I wouldn't be here without you all. And it is to say that it is always nicer to have people to actively chat with, because that's more entertaining than me having to talk to myself, in my opinion. All right, let's see if we can get this Genesect. It's a level 85 raid den. It's probably going to be difficult. We have 2 Firemon and a Shed Ninja, in the hopes that it doesn't have one of the 5 types that Shed Ninja dies to. Okay. We'll save again. We'll lead with these 3. It does suck that the drives aren't in, so the signature move for Genesect does not work, but it's still a really good Pokemon overall, you know? Okay. And it looks cool. It has a giant cannon on its back. So we're gonna go... It is a mixed attacker. So I'm gonna go Will-o-the-Wisp just to get the burn. Max Lightning is interesting. Okay. I don't love that. I mean, it's basically chip damage. It'll be interesting to see what its other specials are. Okay, so we'll go with, we're just gonna keep hitting it with flamethrowers. Also, damn it, Blaziken, you're gonna get me killed. Feels bad. All right, so 1 down. I do not love that. Oh boy, this is gonna take a minute. Fire Blast, very nice. Quad effective, only removes 1 barrier. Yeah, this is probably not happening because it's just gonna use lightning. Okay, so that's a huge problem. Which means I'm probably gonna have to defog. And then even if I do defog, the max lightning will keep setting the terrain. So max lightning normally does not affect Shed Ninja. So that was not the answer, is basically the best way to put that one. So instead of Shed Ninja, we'll go this team again, and it will be Centiskorch, it'll be Mothra, it'll be the other Centiskorch. So we're gonna go Lamau. Yeah, we're not getting a Genesect. Very unlikely that we actually get one. Yeah, I don't want a Genesect, I lied. I just don't have a team that can beat it. So, yeah, that's fine. And I'm gonna say it's intentional that I don't want it, because the item that makes Genesect good is not in the game. So, alright then. This is the gimmick fight. I think this team can do it, technically. We want to hold a normal berry so we don't blow up. And by that I mean... No, we'll actually be fine. Because we can't get hit by it, you know? So, alright. Go team. And then we want to save outside of Indigo Plateau so we don't get locked into one of... Because I don't know which Lorelei I want yet. I'm probably going Rain Lorelei because I don't think Bug wants Ice. Okay, that's funny. Oh no, what a shame. We'll go Centiskorch. We'll do Protect. We'll do Protect again. We'll do Rock Slide. We'll do Rock Slide. We'll do Rock Slide. So yeah, I think I want Water Lorelei, and we have a strat, maybe. So let's see what we got. Okay, Water Lorelei, that's fine. So now we're gonna start prepping for E4. We cannot bring Ninja. We cannot bring Vikavolt. We can only bring one of the Scorches because if I'm using one, I can't bring the other. Okay. So when I think about it, right off the jump, I know I want Rabambi. I may bring Cleavor. The only issue with Cleavor is if I bring Cleavor now, I can't bring Cleavor in Mono Rock. I think I bring Volcarona. Let me double check if we used it in Mono Fire because I can't use it then. Okay. I did not. It's small, but I did not use it in Mono Fire. That's our Mono Fire team. So we can absolutely use Volcarona in Mono Fire. That's good. So I think it's gonna be Moth 2. It's gonna be Rabambi. It's gonna be Mega Scorch. Okay. We can move Ninja. We can move the normal Scorch. Okay, so I'm not sure if I bring Cleavor. I want to bring Cleavor because Technician Accelerock is really good in Bugs Difficult, you know? You know what? I'll use one of them. Like, I'm gonna deal with Mono Rock later, so I think we are bringing Cleavor for this. So it's gonna be Cleavor, Rabambi, Volcarona, Sevi, and Scorch. So we need 2 more. I want Stab Fighting. So let's see what that. The only problem with Stab Fighting is Fighting Bug is 4 times weak to flying, and there's a lot of flying. So I don't know if I'm actually able to get Stab Fighting in this without just instantly dying to like Dual Wing Beat or Arrow Blast, you know? Buzzwole doesn't even have a good BST for being an Ultra Beast. Okay, so I can't use Slitherwing because we use Slitherwing in Mono Fighting. I could use Phalanx. I do like that it is immune to crit. I do like that it can also have Defiant. It does have a good moveset. I could go Mega Heracross. The only issue with Mega Heracross is I'm not going to be able to hold a Focus Sash. So then we're stuck using normal Heracross. Let me see if we used Heracross in fighting, because I need to check. Okay, fighting was Slitherwing, Iron Hands, Toxicroak, Urshifu, Blaziken, Great Tusk. Okay. So we may go Heracross. If we're gonna use normal Heracross, we probably go Buzzwole, just because it has a higher BST. Even though I really don't like that it doesn't have, any priority moves. And for Buzzwole, I would probably have to go Assault Vest to bring up this special defense. Okay, so tentatively, we're gonna run Buzzwole. And by Buzzwole, I mean Buzzswole. I've already done fighting, so this is my last chance to actually use it. Okay. So I really want to use Rabombi because it's fast and it has Fairy. But as you know, Fairy loses to Steel, and there's a lot of Steel. So maybe we get rid of Rabombi and see what else we can bring. Okay, so that's 2 slots open. We need a team that can beat Lorelei relatively well. I don't want to go Grass Bug because that's a 4x weakness to Fire and the other one. Fire and Flying. Okay. We also need someone to deal with Ogerpon. Part of me wants to bring Araquanid because the water bubble is going to be really useful later on, but it's also very slow. Let's see if Araquanid gets first impression. It does not get first impression, so no priority move. Okay. Let me see what bugs get first impression and we'll go from there. Because it either needs to be like first impression or dual wing beat. Oh, that's right. I wanted to bring Yanmega. So I think, yeah, Yanmega is coming in. Because rocks suck, of course. But it also has speed boost, which is really nice. So then maybe Silvally because of the crit immunity. But I kind of also want to go Frostmoth because Ice Scales, Quiver Dance goes Burr. Okay, so what does this look like realistically? So Mothra is relatively fast. Centiskorch is pretty fast. Yanmega is gonna be fast. Mothra is gonna be not very fast, but Ice Scales and Quiver Dance. That being said, 4 times to Rock. 4 times to Rock and Fire suck. And I still need someone to deal with Roar of Time from Primal Dialga. Also, how fast is Primal Dialga? I need to check this. It is base 90. So realistically, I'd be relying on Centiskorch here to do that for us. I also have to make sure one of these bugs can learn Taunt to prevent rocks from coming up. I mean, or any status move, but Taunt's the one I usually like to use. Okay, Buzzwole can do it. I wouldn't want to because that's 4 times weak. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have dual wing beat. So I guess Buzzwole would probably go Ice. No. It would probably go Thunder Punch. It doesn't have if it doesn't have a priority move, rocks are gonna go up. Okay, so yeah, Taunt, because it has the Focus Sash, you know, so it needs 2 moves. It needs 1 move to break Sash, and it needs the other move to do that. So if I can't do that, we could go with a different status move. Okay. What about... I think it's going to be Cleavor. We can find a status move that Cleavor can learn that will proc the taunt. Also, we have an ad break in 10 seconds. I will see you all shortly. This rest of the stream is basically trying to figure out how we're beating the Elite Four. Yeah, we can 100% make that work then. Okay. So for that, we have an answer. How are we getting past everyone else? Okay. So it's gonna wanna... It's gonna want to probably knock off if I'm holding an item. And it is faster. We could double protect. That is absolutely an option. Okay. We do have Giga Drain for one of them. We do need something to kill the Ogre Pawn, though. Okay. So... All right, Meow, welcome back. We're still working on this team composition. I think we lead with Yanmega, and we probably hold a... I'm not sure which one we're gonna hold yet, because we need speed boost to go up, so we do eventually outspeed. So that's gonna be Timid. Cleavor, honestly, that's fine. The moveset is probably going to change at some point. I need to see what other one are getting first impression. I may have checked this already. Okay. So... that's not great. First impression is a really good bug move in the sense that it's 90 base power and it always goes first, but it fails after the first turn. So there's not a lot that actually get it. And I remember trying to bring the low kicks in the past, and I didn't get past, I think, Lancer Rival. So that pretty much means if I want to use first impression, it's gonna have to be Ninjask, it's gonna have to be Golisopod, or it's gonna have to be Slitherwing, and I can't use Slitherwing. So could be Durant. Maybe Durant is the play. Pretty fast. I hate Hustle though. Okay. You know what? We're gonna try Durant. But who am I replacing? Oh boy. Oh, I hate that. Okay. Let me look at Ogerpon. Okay. I think it's Wellspring. Yes, Wellspring. So we're not bringing poison because ground. So yeah, I think we go speed boost the first turn and then hope one speed boost is enough to make us outspeed the Ogerpon. Then we go Bug Buzz. Okay, so we'll want to double protect for that reason. Okay. How fast is Sevian Centiskorch? Well, the Mega. Okay. The Mega is base 120, which is faster than everyone but Swampert and Iron Bundle. Okay. What kind of moves would be useful here for this Centiskorch? Okay, so we have X Scissor, which is only going to do something against Ogerpon. Mud Shot's not going to do anything. Oh, it just doesn't learn a lot. Well, let me look at the non-Mega version. Okay. Coil. Cut's not bad. That would be useful against Iron Bundle, but I'm still going to be outsped. It's a physical attacker, so Hidden Power isn't doing anything. Okay. Sunny Day wouldn't be bad insofar as being able to reduce the damage, but Sevian Centiskorch is not going to do amazing in this fight, sadly. So, and neither will Volcarona. Okay, so knowing that, what about Mothra? Okay. We can definitely do, like, Hidden Power Grass, but I think it also gets Giga Drain. So let's look at Frostmoth. Alright, yeah, we have Ice Scales. Ice Scales is huge. So it's like Ice Scales is the ability, and then I think we go Quiver Dance, Ice Beam, that's 2 moves, Bug Buzz, that's 3, and then maybe Giga Drain? Yes, and Giga Drain it looks like. I'm seeing if we get Energy Ball, since that would also do even more damage. Okay. No, okay. So we also have Buzzwole, but Buzzwole is quite slow. The Beast Boost would be nice, but I'm scared that if I lead with Buzzwole and another Mon, Walking Wake's coming in. Also, that's where having Fairy would be really nice, because then I can just be like, Shasha, you're dead. Did I use Fairy in my fighting? Let me, I don't think I did. Let me check though. Okay, mono fighting. I did not have any Fairy mono fighting, so I was probably relying on Sucker Punches and like Plasma Fists. Okay. How fast are you? Okay. This is actually really difficult. So we'd give Buzzwole probably Thunder Punch. I'm hoping it can get something like Drain Punch for sustain. Fell Stinger is good, but I am eating so much damage from the Play Rough. And I'm gonna be outsped anyways. Also, the, what's it called? Scald is gonna do big damage. Okay, so if I were to run this, it'd be Thunder Punch. It would probably be Leech Life. It would be... Okay, so we do get Drain Punch. That's actually kind of big. Oh, it gets dual Wing Beat. That's actually kind of a big deal. Alright. Oh, that's the other thing too. I need to see how many mon I'm bringing can learn Earthquake. So Buzzwole can learn Earthquake. Sevian Scorch already has Earthquake. Can Cleavor learn Earthquake? Because if only Cleavor needs Earthquake, I probably won't fight Swampert Kid. Okay. Crap. If I... Can I get high horsepower? It cannot. Okay, so we have to fight Swampert Kid if I want Earthquake. I don't like that. But if I don't, then the only two Earthquake mon are Buzzwole and Scorch. And then I'd be stuck basically using like Bulldoze, which is not gonna do enough. So we're gonna take a short detour to fight Swampert Kid. And then we're gonna finish prepping for the Elite Four. Okay. And we didn't fight the Swampert Kid yet because I haven't needed to until now. So it's gonna lead with... Oh, it's gonna lead with our good friend Swampert. So I'm gonna keep the Defog because I think it does want to get rocks off. We will grab... We'll grab Protect so we can get one stack of speed boost going. Okay. Think we go lefties just for now. Okay. Scorch isn't bad, but there's a lot of water here, so I actually think I'm taking Scorch out. We're keeping Cleavor because that's going to be good for the Frostmoth. I think Buzzwole is coming out for now. Moth 2 is good for... What's his face? Sizor. This Frostmoth is coming out. We're gonna grab... He has 2 Rain Setters. We're gonna bring in Shedinja just to get the Sandstorm going. We're gonna bring in Moth 2 with heavy duty boots so I don't get hit by stealth rocks if I can't get rid of them. Pretty sure Moth 2 gets Energy Ball. And if it gets Giga Drain, that'd be fine too. So yeah, it does get Giga Drain. It does not get... Okay, so yeah, Giga Drain it is. That's Sustain. We love that for us. That's gonna also be useful against Lorelei. I'll just have to hold a Paso Berry, realistically. Okay. So we need two more. I think we bring Vikavolt for this because you have the oh, what is it? Goldeen and the evolved form of Goldeen. Okay. And then we probably want one other thing that might have a priority move, because priority is quite handy. I'm gonna bring in Spidops. Maybe we set some hazards after we get rid of their stealth rocks. All right, Swampert Kid. I want my Earthquake, and I want it right meow. What is it gonna do? Flip turn. Okay. I mean, it can't hit me, so we're gonna set the Sandstorm, and we're probably gonna do Shadow Sneak. If for some reason I have to pivot back in, we'll have Heavy Duty Boots as well. I think it's here. It is not. It is down. Or is it? Oh, it's further up, right? Okay. Yeah, it's this guy. If you didn't know who Swampert Kid is, he has a Mudkip, a Marshtomp, a Swampert, and a Mega Swampert in his team. He really likes Swampert. And he'd be like, yeah, I heard you like Mudkips. And I'd be like, no, I heard you like Mudkips. No. He's gonna make us pay. So we're gonna override the weather. He said Stealth Rock, that's fine. Oh no, what a shame. I forgot the sand was gonna kill us. We're gonna go Mothra, Giga Drain. I think it gets through Rindo. It does not, because it wasn't stab. So that was me being an oopsie doopsies and a poopsie whoopsies. So instead, we're gonna have to go Cleavor and Close Combat. He probably outspeeds. I'm just gonna go Stone Axe. Okay, so we did get some rocks up. That's always handy. First impression. Not ideal. Giga Drain. Defog to get rid of their stealth rocks. And we're back. So I definitely didn't think that out entirely, but I think this is the team that's going to make it work. One of the Mon that I needed to be alive died too early, and that did not put me in a position where we could win. So let's make it work this time. And welcome back, everyone. I hope you've been enjoying the stream, that you're doing well, that you have a nice weekend to look forward to, and you haven't been affected by weather and or illness. Save again because it's been a minute. Go team. Oh yeah, you have to tell them you don't like mudkips. Right. So we set Sandstorm, we die, we come in with Yanmega, we defog, no rocks anymore. It flip turns out into Frostmoth. This is not ideal. We need to get into Cleavor. Because the only thing we can hurt it with realistically is physical moves. Also, we set rocks. So, okay, this is probably Swampert to do the thing again. That is not ideal, but because rain isn't up, I think I am faster. I am. Okay, huge. Very powerful. This is probably Bullet Punch. Flamethrower, very powerful, very huge, very massive. This is gonna probably be Vicious Rend, which does double damage if it outspeeds. Boy, that did more than I thought. I figured I'd barely live, and then I'd be fine because I got Thunderclap. So, okay then. We're gonna protect, get a speed boost. It has choice bands, so it's locked into Vicious Rend. Giga Drain. It's not stab, but it helped. It didn't help. Cleavor. I think Accelerock kills. Yeah, okay, good. I don't have the Mon I needed here, so we're just gonna close combat. And we're gonna Giga Drain. This was the Drizzle Mon. It got Hurricane for us, which is not ideal. Okay, and Surf. I hate this. Let's get some periodic damage on it. Not that that's gonna be enough. Hurricane that doesn't miss. I hate this for us. This is gonna be resisted. And we barely did it. So, thank you for the extremely pog move. You are a dumbass kid, but now I have Earthquake for Cleavor. We can go back to prepping for the Elite Four. So I do think I've settled on the 6 Pokemon I want to use for Elite Four. So, obviously not Shedinja, that was just to get rid of weather. Lorelei is the only Pokemon in the Elite Four that does weather. We are keeping Volcarona. We are not using this Centiskorch. We are bringing in this Centiskorch, even though I'm realistically not going to be able to do much with it in this run, at least against Lorelei. We are going to give it a Passo Berry because there's a lot of water. Leech Life isn't bad. Earthquake is fine. Even though I think I'm going to use High Horsepower instead, because since it's a double battle, it's going to hit my guys. Okay. I don't think we ever get the opportunity to set up. Let me see if it's learning a, what's it called? A Seal move. Oh yeah, and we can't use Vigavolt, which is unfortunate because Vigavolt would be extremely pog for this fight. I mean, dual Wing Beat isn't bad, but that would only work against the Ogerpon. I don't hate U-turn. But neither of those are physical attackers. You're already using Stone Axe, which realistically is a better version. The accuracy is an issue, though. Okay, yeah, no, because we have high horsepower. Maybe. It's mainly because Will-o'-the-Wisp can't miss, you know? And I'm probably not gonna need Flamethrower in this fight. We can always relearn Flamethrower. That's a non-issue. I need Defog. Nothing loses to that outside of Whatnot, and Bug Buzz would be stronger anyways. So, no. Okay. So, if we're not gonna do that, we don't need heavy duty boots for this fight. Vikavolt can go back in the box as much as I would love to use Vikavolt. I am trying very hard to not reuse any Pokemon that I've used in the Hall of Fame. Okay. And then Buzzwole. We did want Buzzwole. And that's gonna be Thunder Punch, Drain Punch, probably Assault Vest to make up for the mediocre Whatnot it has. And we cannot bring in Buzzwole until after Walking Wake is down, because Hurricane that never misses because of the weather is a big problem. It does have high defense, but sadly I can't learn Body Press. That would actually been kind of nice, you know? So, Ice Punch isn't bad, but I'd rather have Thunder Punch. Okay, I'm gonna keep Lunge. I'm gonna go dual Wing Beat for now. U-turn would have been nice too, you know? Poison Jab is interesting, but also it's not going to be stab. And I have at least one stab move. And we have the dual Wing Beat for now to break Sash. Okay. And then probably... No, that was Drain Punch, right? Oh no, it was Thunder Punch, right. Yeah, I think that's pretty good coverage. I don't expect I'm ever gonna actually be able to buff myself, so that's why I'm not going out of my way to do that, you know? 79 speed. I'm just gonna go all in on Adamant. I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. I think we can make that work. Okay. So we lead with Yanmega. We go... I mean, we're gonna have the speed boost, so we may as well go modest. We protect first turn for speed boost. Whoever else is leading, we protect first turn as well. Then we hope Yanmega is fast enough to Bug Buzz kill the Ogerpon, because there are no bugs with Fake Out. Moth 2 is definitely not leading. Centiskorch is definitely not leading. And I don't think Cleavor would lead. So we need one more slot. We have the fighting type. We have the ground type. We have the fire type. We have rock. We have more flying. Okay. So who was I missing? Okay. Honestly, I may have to go Rabambi. Just because I have no fairy. I have the ground coverage. I have the flying coverage. Oh, it was Frostmoth. That was the last one. Right. Okay. Yep. I knew it would eventually come back to me. So then, yeah, Frostmoth. Okay. So in this... none of those things are going to be super effective against... actually, that's not true. Power Up Punch because ice. And then Hurricane because bug. Okay. Yeah, we can't have Mothra's lead because, yeah, we can protect, but the speed is not going to be enough, you know? We have the Passo Berry. Yeah, I think we are going to lead that. We are going to protect. We definitely don't need Rock Slide. So, I mean, Rock Slide wouldn't be bad for the Icemon, but we're still going to be outsped by the Icemon, you know? And that's Iron Bundle. It gets Bite. I really wish it got, like, one of the Elemental Fang moves, you know? Oh, we'll give it Cut. Right, that'll be good for the Iron Bundle, because it's weak to that. Actually, no. I'm gonna give it Sunny Day. And then I won't need weather again. So I may as well give it Sunny Day. And then after we beat Lorelei, we get rid of Sunny Day. Okay. Over Rock Slide. Okay. We can make that work, I think. We're gonna be able to get a few attempts in on the Elite Four today to see how that goes. So, yeah, we want to protect. I am gonna give myself a, what are we gonna get hit with? Probably... let's hold something to force the knockoff. Okay. We're gonna go Throat Spray because Bug Buzz is a sound move. Okay, so we protect on the first turn. We protect on the first turn. Cleavor. Okay, Accelerock's fine. U-turn is realistically fine. We're keeping Stone Axe for now. I think I'm keeping Close Combat because I like that it's gonna do a good bit to ice. But maybe we go Iron Head instead, provided it can actually learn it. Okay. We'll think about that. Oh, Buzzwole gets Iron Head, okay. Most of the team is special. There are like 2 physical. Also, we have an ad in about 30 seconds, so I will see you all shortly. Grab some water, grab a snack, take care of doing adult things, and we'll pick up the coverage as soon as the ad breaks over. For anyone who doesn't know, I stream every Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern to at least 9 p.m. Pokemon, Palace Cats, and sometimes crime coverage. Right. Alright, Meow, and we're back. We're gonna look at a few more Palace Cats before we jump right into trying to beat Elite Four. I feel like I have as good of a team as I get. I'm hoping it's not similar to my one friend who got all the way to champion on their first, team composition, and then they couldn't get past rival. So it was like, shit. I remember during mono fighting, I was stuck against Lorelei for about an hour. I had to rebuild the team at Lorelei, and then thankfully we were able to get all the way to rival and beat rival. I have also had instances where I've gotten to Lance, had to rebuild the team, got to literally the last Pokemon of rival, had to rebuild the team. It's demoralizing and incredibly tilting. You're so close, you almost did it, and then it's like psych because apparently you didn't get it good enough, you know. We're cracking open some of my private stash Palace Cat photos. Let me zoom out so you can actually see what this is. So yeah, that's the Q brothers, Kali, Kati, and Mimi. It's in the middle of the summer. You can see Mimi is looking quite thin. She's got some lovely stripes. She's got the orange foot. She's got the white socks. She's trying to look tall for some reason. Or maybe it's Mimi on the left. Either way, adorable Palace Cats. We love them. I love when they have stripes throughout their whole body. They kind of look like a different animal entirely. And boy, do I love that for them. They're just truly some of God's finest creatures. So you have that one. Yeah, so big old collie. So this is collie acting big. When you get large like that, it's basically a threat display. So maybe collie isn't a fan of what Kati is up to and he's striking a pose, looking menacing. Mimi's off in the distance, not giving a frick. Mimi being their mother, of course. We also have this is Bull, male Palace Cat who lives at the Nasu Animal Kingdom. He's sitting on a stump. He's enjoying his best life. His wife, Polly, is probably somewhere in the background. She loves to be photobombing his photos. Bull recently came back from having a operation on his head because his forehead was swelling from allergies, and he was like gone for 3 months. But Polly has been much appreciative and loving of him ever since he left because she didn't know why he was gone. And we love Bull. Bull is truly a fine gentleman. The world would be a better place if we could be more like Bull. And that's St. Gorsk, also known as Zelenogorsk. He's named after Zelenogorsk because that's the town he was found in, and it roughly translates to Greenberg/Greenville. And he is wonderful. He has multiple wives. He's produced many offspring. I love the golden hour lighting effect. And this is Monolization having made a Palace Cat hat for him, Santa Claus, you know. So, big fan. They live in Novosibirsk in Russia. And Gorsk is still going strong. He has a lovely pink nose. And I hope he has many more years left. Similar to Tabby being at least 16 years old. And she lives in Japan. Love me some Palace Cats, and I hope you can appreciate them too. They're just so round, full of personality, and truly wonderful. All right, let's see how bad these first few attempts are against Lorelei. Yeah, all right. So we've done, well, that's not true. Frostmoth needs something. I think we do lefties as well. All right, let's see everything fall apart. We double protect. I'm hoping that one speed boost from Yanmega lets Yanmega outspeed the Ogerpon. If that's not the case, I have to give Yanmega a speed up nature. Okay. I don't kill, but... Okay. So we can redo this because we need Ogerpon to die. So if we can't do it that way, and throat spray only activates after the move's used, I need it to be active when the move is used. So I think we actually do the Life Orb strat, and we rely on Giga Drain to get our health back. Okay, I think, so we're figuring out what doesn't work, and it looked like one speed boost was enough for us to outspeed Ogerpon. So that's good. We're off to a solid start, and you'll love to see it. So we double protect. We Bug Buzz, and we Sunny Day. Okay, that's fine. Sunny Day, we get scalded, but we're not physical, so we don't really care if we got burnt. Iron Bundle is scary because it's gonna outspeed, and it's probably gonna outspeed my Yanmega. So I think I don't want to double protect because I don't want to waste a turn, you know? So what are we doing here? Part of me wants to Giga Drain to get rid of the Politoed. I think I'm gonna do that because it has Haze, which would delete my stacks of speed boost. And then I'm gonna protect in case they try to double in on the Centiskorch. Okay, I don't love that. This is gonna hurt. Okay, so I may have to go in on Iron Bundle instead. The problem is it would have gotten the, what's it called? It would have gotten the Ice Beam off anyways because it has Focus Sash. Okay. So we're gonna bring in Cleavor. We are going to Stone Axe the Iron Bundle. And I'm going to Leech Life the Politoed. We live at 1, huge. We Leech Life, huge. We Stone Axe, brings it down to Sash, essentially. We want to... I know I need to get Kyogre down, but not having Iron Bundle here is going to be better. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to protect again. Okay, Iron Bundle gone. Huge. Okay. They doubled in on Cleavor. Walking Wake, not what we want to see because it has Hurricane. So I'm going to Accelerock the Kyogre because the lower its HP is, the less damage Water Spout does. This is probably Hurricane. I'm gonna hope, okay. So I don't love that Cleavor is dead, but they didn't go on Centiskorch. I'm probably still gonna get hit with Water Spout or Origin Pulse though. Okay. Okay, not the worst thing in the world. Kyogre is almost gone. Okay. Walking Wake is still an issue though. Okay. Oh, I do not love this. I think Walking Wake's just gonna kill both of us. So I may have to save a priority Mon for Walking Wake. I'm gonna try to... Okay, so Ice Beam is not gonna do enough. Giga Drain kills. Okay. I don't love that. Hang in there. Oh no, the para. So that para might screw us. Okay. I'm gonna bug buzz the Kyogre again. I'm going to Drain Punch the Walking Wake. 4 times weak. That's a problem. Okay. The rain, I think, is gone. But Swampert is gonna end up... Not Swampert. Walking Wake is probably gonna end up going again. I'm gonna try to Giga Drain the Swampert. And I'm gonna Giga Drain the Swampert. Because Swampert is scary. Okay. It's not gonna be enough to kill. It is enough. Fuck yeah, love to see it. So we got past Lorelei on the second try, realistically. So that's awesome. I love that for us. Now we're off to Bruno. Bruno is gonna be tough because fighting dunks on, well, fighting doesn't dunk on Bug, but a lot of things dunk on Bug. And there's Fire, which also dunks on Bug. So right off the jump, if we don't want to deal with Stealth Rocks, we have to go for, let's see, 135 or, okay. I think we can lead with Buzzwole. I'm gonna save Cleavor because I really want to be able to have Accelerock. Buzzwole, we're gonna give you a Fire Berry because Pyro Ball from Infernape. So that's Akka. And then you need a status move that will trigger the Taunt. Yeah. Taunt will trigger that. And then we'll get rid of Thunder Punch. Okay. Some Pokemon are gonna need Earthquake because Zacian is a thing. Okay. We don't need Sunny Day anymore. I'm gonna hold on to Close Combat. I can always relearn U-turn, not a big deal. And I think the ad just procced. I apologize. I was locked into the danger zone. Okay. All right, Meow, welcome back, everyone. We're gonna try Bruno 1 or 2 times. Then we're gonna wrap it up and find someone to raid. I am stoked that we got past Lorelei on close to what was the first try, because Lorelei, like I stated earlier, it took over an hour in mono fighting. So getting past it early on, very pog. Oh yeah, that's right. We can go back to that. We don't need Giga Drain. I don't know if we ever get the Quiver Dance off. That's a toughie. I'm still trying to find a move I can give Sevi and Centiskorch. That would actually be useful, you know. Toxic is gonna miss most of the time. Oh, we'll go cut. It's steel, so it's gonna be better than Sunny Day. And then instead of Passo, we want the Sevian Centiskorchite. Centiskorchite. Okay. So Buzzwole, we're leading with Buzzwole. We're gonna dual Wing Beat to kill the Infernape. We have Centiskorch, you're fine. That's realistically fine. This may not be the best. That I think is gonna be fine. Ice Scales, probably fine. Okay, so let's see if we can make this work. We want the Infernape team because Infernape has Taunt, so it'll see that I have Taunt. We didn't get it, so we reset until we get the Infernape team. And I am not entertaining any other possibility. Yet another reason why I'll don't. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, game. What? I mean, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, as I was saying. Okay, so yeah, we're not even entertaining anything other than getting the Infernape team. So it sees I have Taunt. It taunts me. That's fine. Dual Wing Beat. Oh, it does not kill. Oh, no. Okay. Stop the presses. It is not enough damage. Fuck. I'm like, I know it's not stab, but it's probably gonna be fine, right? So no, we need, I think we have to go Life Orb just to make sure we do enough damage. Okay. I was really hoping that because Buzzwole had really high attack, that it would be okay that dual Wing Beat was not stab. Also, go figure, right? So we go back to this. And now we're gonna keep getting Great Tusk. Like, yeah, he has some great tusks, and I am not in the business of tusks or tusk-related accessories. And also, third time was clearly not the charm. So we keep going until we get it. Game. Supercell, what are you doing? Get out of my head. Bruh. Finally. Alright, so this kills. That's huge. Zacian, he outspeeds. This is very likely Behemoth Blade. Well, actually, let's see. Buzzwole. Oh, it's probably Swords Dance, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's probably Swords Dance into any of its moves. Okay, so We'll get some health back. Okay. I don't think I live, though. Please hold on. We do not. Okay. So that's not ideal. We're gonna go Senna Scorch. Okay. So we don't live that either. All right. This kind of changes things. I don't think I have enough mana to keep going on that attempt. So instead, who has Sash? You have Sash. Okay, so that has to go then. Okay. Not having a Mega is gonna feel bad, but I think that's what we have to do. And then Cleavor can get... I think we just go back to Life Orb. Okay. Also, I just realized I can do something else. I can give Buzzwole Earthquake. And we'll do that instead of Lunge. Alright, so we're gonna try to get past the Zacian and see if this works. Alright, so we do a Wing Beat, we kill. Lucario instead, okay. So this is probably... Swords Dance? Okay, what do you got? Okay, not bad. Lucario down, and he went Meteor Mash, and we got the Beast Boost proc. So now it's Urshifu. Urshifu is probably gonna go Swords Dance, because I don't think any of its moves kill me. Okay, Wicked Blow is a crit. Thankfully, it's quad resisted. Urshifu goes down. Buzzwole is looking really powerful right now. Zacian, I expect it to go Swords Dance. Okay, Behemoth Blade. We live. Huge. Huge. Okay. Iron Valiant. This is an issue because Iron Valiant does outspeed. This is almost certainly Moonblast. Which is where having a priority move would have been really nice, you know? Honestly, I'm gonna let Buzzwole go down and I'm gonna go for the clean swap. Okay, Thunderbolt kills, unfortunate. Whatever goes in needs to be able to lift this, right? Aura Sphere would do 2 times damage. Honestly, I might go Mothra because of Ice Scales. I think I go Mothra. And I go Quiver Dance. If I can get the Quiver Dances rolling, it's gonna be putting us in a good position. That's why Swampert Kid has the Frostmoth with leftovers, because it just gets really dumb once it's able to stack a few things, you know? Very nice. I'm gonna try to get one more. Also, we haven't gotten any special defense drops, which has been really nice. Let's do one more, then I'm gonna get my health back with a Giga Drain. Nice. Komowo, this is probably Clangorous Soul to buff, then probably Clanging Scales or Flash Cannon. Okay. go down. Frostmoth with the absolute carry. You love to see it. I am pleased at how this is going. We are going to save. We are going to find someone to raid and spread the love that is Radical Red. We'll save again, just to make sure. VOD friends, lurkers, everyone who came by to chat, like HQ and Hawaii Partafan, thank you for doing so. I hope you enjoyed the stream. So far, that's me knocking on wood. Monobug Elite 4 has not been bad. That being said, we still have Lance and Rival, who are absolutely difficult. So we're like just under halfway there. But for Monobug, it's definitely rear loaded in difficulty because there's a bunch of steel, there's fire, and there's flying. And there's also rock from Eternatus with Meteor Beam. So I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all make good choices from now until Meow Day, where you'll be able to see me again streaming. I stream Radical Red, Palace Cats, and crime coverage Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. I decided after we beat this, we're going back to Terraria Calamity mod. When we're not like actively fighting bosses, we'll have crime coverage. And I'm not sure what we'll end up covering. Sarah Boone has been living rent-free in my life for like the past 5 years, and her case is more or less completely wrapped up now. Appeals are being filed, but the judge that presided over her case is gonna hear the appeal, and her two strongest issues were issues that were brought up during the trial, and the judge was like, yeah, these aren't gonna be enough. So she's gone forever, more or less, and we love that for her because she's a narcissist and a murderer. Let's find someone to spread the joy of Rad 2. We are going to get through this. It is going to be okay. Okay. Provided they're still on, I found someone. All right. Very good. VOD friends, lurkers, I wouldn't be able to do it without you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you are here. We're gonna send Biggins 2XL some love. He just started doing Nuzlocke in Radical Red, and he's still in the phase where he doesn't realize he has to slow down, be careful, look at the docks constantly, etc. And he's gonna need all the support in the world.